I'd like to talk a little bit about term sheets. A term sheet is a document that you'll find written early on between the entrepreneur or capital seeker and the funding source, which could be a venture capital firm, angel investor, private equity, or what have you. The term sheet is much like a letter of intent in that it is the precursor to due diligence, but with more detailed information about the terms of the financing and the rights and privileges of both parties. So you want to pay careful attention to the term sheet because although it's non-binding, except for the confidentiality and the exclusivity in negotiation through the process, you need to know that it does set the pace for the rest of the negotiation and eventually a closing contract. So I'm going to break this into three parts of the series. The first, I'd like to treat what the personal needs for the entrepreneur or the capital seeker would be. And here's what you need to be looking at. First of all, this is a point where you're going to want to consult your securities attorney. So get some guidance. And you want to look at each category carefully and make sure that you set the tone and make sure that you've decided on what suits you best. We can offer some food for thought when you're considering a term sheet. From the entrepreneur's perspective, these are the main things you want to focus on. Obviously, the amount of capital has to be in line with what you're seeking. So take a careful look at the commitment. Sometimes there's a minimum, maximum type of a structure, and you want to just make sure that you're covered in any event for the minimum that you're required, or your requirement. Now, you also want to look at how much control in the company you wish to maintain. Look at the amount of dilution to your personal stock holdings. That's all part and parcel to this as well. Additionally, what you'll find in the term sheet is various codicils that address stock repurchase in the event of retirement or termination of management, things like that. And also, another category is operational support and guidance that the investor can offer. Now, many of us as entrepreneurs, and having been on both sides of the table, I can tell you don't like to surrender too much control. Be careful what you give up as far as guidance and investor control. They're all going to want to have some sort of a role in what happens with the future of your company. So be prepared for that and govern yourself accordingly. Now, if you have questions about the term sheet and what your personal needs are, feel free to give us a call at the Capital MatchPoint. We deal with these all the time, and we'll be glad to talk you through it.